Hello traders, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're looking at AUDCHF, and if you focus on the strategy and watch up until the end, you can get funded with 100k using Funded Next. The link is in the description below, guys. So looking at the daily, what you can obviously see is that the market was creating a high here, a low, a higher high, a higher low, then we had a lower high, guys, which means the market created a lower low. That means we had a change of character, guys. Now, so from this break of structure here, we were targeting this previous high here, just because we're looking for buying opportunities. Previous highs are taken out now. So around this area here, this was an area of supply. This was an area of demand. Sorry about that, guys. Now, this area of demand, and then the market sold off, taking out this low here. Then after taking out this low, we already know that we have a change of character. And then after having the change of character, that means this is your high, is protected, and then this is your low from this point here. So we are looking for internal structure trades, so that we can look for selling opportunities, let's say at the top of the structure, which is around here. And we can also look at the weekly time frame. So looking at the weekly time frame, you can obviously see that that is the trade idea that we have, just because this is a break of structure on the weekly time frame. This is a fair value gap on the weekly, and this is your supply area on the weekly time frame. So it confirms that we are looking at the right direction on this trade idea here. So let's look at the daily. So on the daily time frame, what you can obviously see is that we had an internal change of character around this point here. So the internal change of character shows us that we are looking for that order flow internally, so that we can get to areas of value that I was talking about, the fair value gap or the supply area at the top of the structure, guys. Now, so let me just refine this area to this one here, just to make sure that we are refined nicely. So around there we are looking for those selling opportunities. So the last area was around here, of which this was the last area of demand, guys. Demand, obviously this has to be demand. And then you can obviously see that on the daily time frame we also had liquidity, relatively equal lows around that point. So let me just change the color for this thing here so that you can see it, the color and black here. So as you can see here, we had an internal change of character. Then the internal area here, as you can see here, we had lower lows and lower highs up until we tapped into an area of value around here. So we had this change of character happening. So around here, this was the change of character internally. Then that is when the market started buying, guys. Now, so from this area here, this is the area of demand, that is when the market started buying. So we can look at the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour time frame, we can get to refine. That is, if you like refining, let's say maybe you refine this zone to this zone here, then you can obviously see that the market pushed up very nicely, giving us a new break of structure around this point here. So that new break of structure is what we are going to trade so far. And then we know that this is our low, protected low and protected high, maybe around this point here. So let's look at the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour time frame, that is where we are going to look for areas of value. So let me just remove this. So from the low to the high, you can obviously see that our 50% is within this point here, and our area that we are going to use to trade should be around this point here, just because this is the golden zone. Maybe we can refine it on the lower time frame. So around here we can get to refine everything on the lower time frame, like I said. So just like that, I'll be removing this thing here. So far we are still pushing up, and I'll be looking for some type of an internal change of character within this point here, and then maybe we can just push to the downside in this type of manner. Maybe on the lower time frame get a realignment, so that we can start looking for buying opportunities within this AUDCHF trade idea, guys. Now, so I think that is it for today's video, and I'll see you on another one, guys. Peace and love.